Good morning, guys. CPSEL T20, Cambridge Jaguars versus Borby's Vipers. Borby's Vipers winning the toss and electing to bat, and Latif is going to open the bowling for Jaguars. First ball bowled. Happy Father's Day to all who fathers that are joining our commentary today. And that's played. And that's pulled down for four, and the score is four without loss in the first over. So over number one in progress bowled by Richard Latif for Cambridge Jaguars. It's five without loss. And that's a defense to cover. And after the over, it's five without loss. Borby's Vipers batting, winning the toss and electing to bat. The second bowler is going to be Imran Ali. He's going to take up the second over for Cambridge Jaguars. Brilliant sunshine for cricket today. Score six without loss. Borby's Vipers. CPSCL T20. Yesterday, Cambridge Jaguars beat Borby's Vipers in the CPSCL T10 Rapid 100 to move into the finals. Today is just the regular season. Six no ball called by the umpire. Score moves on to seven without loss in over number two, pulled by Imran Ali. As Imran comes into bowl. Good delivery pushed out and for a single. Score moves on to eight without loss. So pretty slow start by Borby's Vipers. Eight without loss over number two. A reverse sweep and just wasn't able to connect. It's a delivery without any run. coming into the side today. It's Imran Ali. Pulled down the fine leg for a six. Short fine leg. Not a big boundary here in the fine leg. And that's six. And that takes the score on to 14 without loss in over number two. Imran comes in and good delivery. What a delivery. Just Yorker length and just batsman came down on that one. Kept it out of his thumbs. Playing here in the same pitch that they played yesterday. Rapid 100 and the T10. Same teams. Imran is having a little issues with his run up. He comes into bowl. And that's short and out of the ground for six. Second six off this over. Short. Over number two in progress, and the score is 20. Some sort of acceleration now. 20 without loss. Number over two completed, and it appears to be Richard Latif is going to take up the second over. He bowled one over for five. The first over, he's going to come in with his second. Every bowler could bowl four overs in this format, and that's smashed. Taken by Raul Scott straight down the ground, and Barby's Viper lose their first wicket, trying to hit Latif straight out of the ground, and Raul Scott came around from long on, took a low catch to his right, and Barby's Viper in the third over has lost their first wicket, 20 for 1. Good catch there by Raul Scott. So it's 20 for 1. Over number 3 in progress. Barby's Vipers batting. Chris Singh coming in to join Yusuf. Latif is gonna come. Good delivery, just defended out to cover, and Latif comes in, and that's hit for six. Too short, and was just for six. So the score moves on to 26 for 1. Ball pitched up and given the full treatment. 26 for 1 over number 3 in progress. Over number 3 in progress. Just waiting for the fielder to get back as Latif comes into bowl. Good delivery. Kept low. And defended there. On the same ground, just the back of us. 592 is playing Amazon Masters. Same format, and that's 6. Another 6 there. Latif spunks in a little bit there. And the score goes on to 32 in over number 3. So some sort of acceleration now by Barby's Vipers after a very slow start. Good delivery. Batsman could just defend. That's end of the over. End of the over, 32 for 1, Barby's Vipers. And Safraz Abjal, he is gonna take up the 4th over with 32 for 32 for 1. 32 for 1. Safras comes in and good delivery. Yorker just Safras Abjal, the bowler. Bowled very well yesterday. And a reverse sweep and almost bowl there. Use of trying a reverse sweep and Safras comes in and let's flick down to short fine leg for a single. Latif comes in along with Imran and retrieves. And the score moves on to 33 over number 4, 33 for 1. Burby's Vipers winning the toss and electing to bat. A little change in the field there. Latif, Safraz bowls. Latif comes in, picks up. No run. Score remains on 33. 33 for 1. And that's pulled down to short mid wicket. They go for a single. So the score moves on to 34. 34 for 1 over number 3 ball by Safraz Abjal. And that's 6 runs. On the pads and score moves on to 39 over number 4 in progress. 39 for 1. 39 for 1 after 4 overs, and the captain himself is going to take up the attack. Hemnarin Chatagoon. 39. So Chatagoon is going to come in and he's going to be bowling the 5th over. And scored 39 for 1. And just making some adjustments to the field. Moves Ral Scott to long on. Riaz Kadir moves to deep mid wicket. Imran comes into long off, short long off. And he comes in and that's hit in the air, and that's 4 runs just out of the reach of Imran. And that's 4 runs over number 5 in progress, and the score moves on to 43 for 1 in over number 5. Scott moves back to long on. Imran comes in to cover, and that's hit in the air, and that's 4 runs. And trying around here, 2 bad deliveries. 2 went for 4 already, and the score moves on to 47 for 1 over number 5 in progress, and that's outside the off stump and taking there. Latif moves to the keeping position. 47 over number 5. Bowls by the captain Hemnarin Chatagoon, and that's a signal wide as an elevated bounce and turn there. Over number 5 in progress. Score moves to 48 for 1. And that's beautiful outside the off stump and beat the keeper, and it's scrambled through for a single. Leon Victor move out to deep mid wicket. Riaz Kadir comes in to cover. Scott back to long on. And Chatagoon comes in to bowl. And that's hit for 6. 6 runs. Very expensive over here from the captain. And the 5th is up for 50 is up for Borby's Vipers. And
Shot man.
score moves on to 54.
One more ball left.
Over moves on to 54.
Ball wide.
Over moves on to
Can't do nothing.
54. After 5 overs completed. 54.
55.
55 for 1 after 5. Scoring at 11 runs and over. And
5 over power play.
5 completed.
Shot man,
Changes
let's
now
over.
in the field. Anil Ramutar comes out to
You know
long
the man
on.
in this. Tight, tight, they're not. Look for
Anil Ramutar comes out to long on. Vijay Prashad down to deep mid wicket. Shatagun just making some adjustments here. Amar Singh down to fine leg. Richard comes out to cover. That's 55 for 1.
no, sorry, I missed.
55 for 1. Over number 6, bowled by Safraz. Comes in a bowl and that's good delivery. And just tickle down for a single. Score moves on to 56. And a lot of changes for the left-hander. As Anand goes down to fine leg. Vijay to short midwick is Safraz bowls and Imran coming in and Safraz comes in again. Good delivery. Kept low. Pitch has a tendency to keep in low and gives the odd bounce. Score remains at 56 for 1 and just tickle down to for a single to fine leg. Anand comes up and so score moves on to 57. Over number 6 in progress. Ball by Safraz. Hit in the air and that's gonna be 6. Big hit. Actually a very good delivery, good batsman here. Moves on to 63.
He score more accurate than you want, man.
63. Over number 6. And good delivery. Good comeback there from Safraz. That's end of over number 6. Borby's Viper winning the toss and electing to bat are 63 for 1. Borby's Viper 63 for 1. 6 overs completed and the captain might be taking up back the attack on his the 7th over. His first over was expensive. His first over went for 15 and he's coming back. He's going to be bowling the after 6 he's going to be bowling the 7th over Narayan Chattergoon and he comes into bowl and that's it for 6. Too short and score moves on to 69. Chattergoon pretty expensive here. First over 15.
If one A play him and bowl a first over like that, you know what to bowl him back.
First ball 6. We're looking to contain.
Throw it up,
Moves
come on.
on to 69 over number 7 and
Not all them by. Get young people in this team.
just before he delivered the batsman came out and Chattergoon will have to start his attack once again. Comes in and bowl and reverse sweep and almost bowled. Scamper through for a bye. Score moves on to 70 over number 7 in progress. Score moves on to 70. Wasn't a bye actually, it was a tickle off the bat, and that was a single. 70 over number 7. 70 for 1. Now that's in. Good delivery. Came off the shoulder and a little stifle appeal there, but off the shoulder. Score remained at 70 over number 7 in progress. 7 for 1. Barbies Viper winning the toss. Electing to bat. CPSCL T20. Chattagoon in, and that's not a good delivery. So Chattagoon coming back there with 3 good deliveries. After being expensive in the first over and the first delivery here. Good conditions for cricket as Chattagoon comes in once again and bowls. Good delivery. That's played for a single, and there did not go for the single. Sent back by the non-striker. Score remains on 70 for 1. Would definitely be looking to accelerate. Over number 8 and a good delivery. So after 8 overs, Barbies Vipers 70 for 1. Good over there from Chattagoon. If you're just joining us, I want to wish all the fathers happy Father's Day. You had a wonderful day. So Barbies Vipers scoring at 10 runs and over, 70 for 1 in 7. And Safras comes back. And he's just, there's the one. And it's a defensive push. Defensive push. And Safras comes in and leg down for just a short fine leg and a single. Score moves on to 71. Over number 8 in progress, bowled by Safraz Abjal. Safraz Abjal joining the Cambridge Jaguars for the 2025 season. And he comes in again, once again, and bowl. And beaten outside the off stump. Good bowling from Abjal. Good bowling from Safraz. Some good bowling here. Good encouragement from the scorer also for Barbies Vipers, and they scamper through for a single there. Score moves on to 72 over number 8 in progress. So 72 for 1 over number 8. And there. Safras comes in, and that's a reverse sweep, and he is bowled. Reverse sweep, trying very often for the reverse sweep, and bowled by Safraz. Score 72 for 2 over number 8 in progress. Barbies Vipers 72 for 2. 8 overs in progress. So Barbies Vipers losing their second wicket. Bowled by Safraz. Over number 8 in progress. 72 for 2. Barbies Vipers winning the toss and with no hesitation electing to bat. And Cassius White, the new batsman. Cassius White joining Yusuf. Safras comes in and bowls, and that's kept very low. Just a little confirmation from the scorer with the umpire there that the over is completed, and it's 72. A very good over there from Safras. 2 runs off that with a wicket. 72 for 2 after 8. CPSCL T20, Cambridge Jaguars versus Borby's Vipers. And this Chattagoon is going to pick up his third over and he's going to come in to bowl. And that's pulled down to mid wicket and
Keep it low, Chance. Tina said keep it low.
Vijay Prashad
Okay.
comes
Tina
in,
said that.
throw to Richard. Richard beaten as a keeper there. And Anand came down, retrieve,
Go,
no
Chance,
extra.
let's go.
Score moves on to 73 for 2 over number
Come on, Chance.
over number 9 in progress. And that's flicked. And that's gonna, I think, should be a leg by. A leg by. Score moves on to 74. Score moves on to 74. 74 for 2. Chattagoon comes in. He's going to be bowling to Yusuf. Over number 9 in progress. And that Beaton going for a big heave. And him and Ryan Chattagoon, the captain for the longer formats of the game for the Cambridge Jaguars, as you know. Riaz Kadir for the shorter formats. Kadir took the team into the finals for 2 games yesterday, and that's a full toss and pulled down to deep mid wicket. As Vijay Prashad comes around a single, and the score moves on to 75 for 2 in over number 9.
Lena, do you have Bluetooth?
75.
Bring it up.
75. And Chattagoon comes in again and just defensive push. And Chattagoon coming back after his a very expensive over, the first over for 15. And he did come back as the score remains looking very economical in his past 2 overs. And that's a good delivery again as the score remains on 75. Score remains on 75 and a very good over there. 75 after 9. And Safraz, I think he's going to come back now. So Chattagoon that one, 3 runs off that over. 75 for 2. Borby's Vive in the 9th over. And we're going to see Safraz. Safraz is going to be bowling his 4th and final over. So the captain now is going to use Safraz all of his overs in succession. And Safraz is going to bowl the 10th at the score 75. And down the ground and dive in Chattagoon to his left, and would have been a brilliant catch. And Anil Ramutar came in, score went for a single. 76 for 2. 76 for 2. Savras comes in on 10th over, 76 for 2, and just flick down and back to the bowler. Tried to flick, but leading edge came back to the bowler. Safraz,
Go, Safraz, go.
Safraz Abjal. That's a good delivery actually. A lot of turn there, keeping very low. Safraz bowling very well. Safraz over before just 2 runs with a wicket. This format of the game. A good delivery. Beaten. So good bowling here by Safraz. Score remains at 76. 76 for 2 after 10. No, 10 is bowling in progress. 10 is in progress.
Scott, get the ball, the boy. Oh.
10 in progress. 76 for 2. Borby's Viper winning the toss and electing to bat. As back. Oh, and a chance put down. Return catch to Safraz. And he spilled it. And a lot of encouragement there from his teammates. Straight back to Safraz. Score remains at 76 for 2 in over number 10. And definitely we're going to see some acceleration in the last 10. As good bowling from Safraz. Amazing over from Safraz. 1 run off of that. 10 is finished. And we will be back for